promises of help. But change is coming. So can the tribes be a part of it?
Not somebody from outside.
Oxford University academic Marco Bassi has been studying them for years.
The issue is how to empower this community to face this change in a way that they can manage. You know, how do you empower, you enable this community to deal with this change?
And
this is the question.
Will they be able to do that under the current circumstances?
Under the current circumstances, they will not be able to do that.
So what happens to them?
What I said before. So simply they will die.
The effects of the dam aren't limited to Ethiopia. The Omo River drains down into Lake Turkana over the border inside Kenya. This is an international issue. Lake Turkana is thought of as the cradle of mankind. The earliest evidence of human evolution was discovered here. Like all the tribes along the Omo Valley, the Turkana are cattle herders who've had to look for alternatives. Fishing is their last resort. But lower rainfall is shrinking the lake, and it's becoming increasingly salty. The water is barely drinkable now, and the fishermen worry the dam will lower the lake even more, making it unfit for either humans or livestock. The scientist who discovered the earliest human fossils here is Dr. Richard Leakey.
The impact of that dam is going to affect a huge number of people who have no voice, a huge number of people who will fight over the decreasing resources. Innocent people will be killed in conflict over those resources, and I don't believe it was necessary.
Back from the lake shore, Turkana women talk over the future. Where Dr. Leakey sees only crisis for these people, the Ethiopians see opportunity and progress.
The Ethiopian government and the electricity corporation say they've done their studies, they've done the maths. Do you accept that a controlled release of the river waters will not seriously damage the ecology?
I think it will damage the ecology. Now, I don't know what the Ethiopian government's sources are, but I know in their EPA environmental studies they have come up with the notion that this is of minimal consequence. People I have talked to, scientists from various universities who know Ethiopia, who worked in Ethiopia, some who may have advised Ethiopia at one point or the other, say this is far from certain, and the probability is that it will damage the ecosystem dramatically. And what I'm saying to Prime Minister Meles, with the greatest respect, your people did not do adequate study of the implications, and what we're being fed is superficial and I believe in many cases simply wrong.
Lick is a big name, but I don't know what he based his arguments on. I don't think he's right. My experts have also examined it. They have studied the environmental impact statements. They have visited the site. And I know them, and I don't know you, and I trust them, and I don't care for what you say.
While the debate rages between scientists and politicians, it's these tribes who will, ultimately, find out who is right.
In a sense, it helps to think of the lake as a giant lung that expands each wet season, filling with water and spreading life amongst all of the communities. So by building a dam on the Omo River, the Ethiopian government is effectively placing their hands around the throats of everybody who lives and depends on these waters for their survival. It doesn't matter much what the Ethiopian government plans to do with that water. The fact is that the people here see the act of building the dam as something deeply threatening.
But the dam is now beyond the point of no return. Change is coming. The issue for the tribes is not if Ethiopia should be allowed to produce more electricity, but rather whether the Greste dam is going to impose a price that these people will be unable to bear. The speed and scale of the project is truly breathtaking, but so too are the consequences if the Ethiopian government has got it wrong.
Lampadina, eh, Lampadina.